Hmm. Is it working? I don't know. Can't tell if it's working. Sorry, I'm checking right now. Yeah, look at that. There I am. Okay, without an overlay. Let's see if I'm getting audio. No, doesn't seem like it. Oh, I'm muted, that's why. How about now? What do we think? Hell yeah. Okay, it'll probably be all wacky and out of balance my first few. But let's fucking go. Let's play some Disco Elysium. Wow, this was so much easier than the PS5. That's great. Am I shouting? This is really loud in my ear. That was Wow, this was so much easier than the PS5. Perfect. No, I actually have this to check chat, but oh man, you can probably hear my dogs just absolutely going to town on a toy. I mean, they're savaging this thing. I do have to figure out a way to get my laptop in front of my face so I don't have to look to the left. Back here is a veritable jungle of chords. I'm surrounded by chords. I feel like Jacob Marley in Christmas Carol. These are the wires I forged in life. Okay. Got this going here. I can see myself a little better. But can I see chat? Oh god, eventually I'm going to get a green screen so it doesn't look like I'm in a supply closet with a Victorian dresser. Damn, I've never seen my dogs play this much. Franco and Jack. Lunatics. The both of them. Alright, let's play. What are we doing here? Woo, it's Wednesday in the game, and it's Wednesday today. Soonest thoughts about that. Oh yeah, I'm trying to get these rave guys into the church so they can have a rave. I'm trying to convince these people to leave so they can have a rave. This game is so strange if you haven't played it. My girl got it for me. She actually suggested it. She was like, try this disco game. Everyone's talking about it. I don't know who everyone is. But it's definitely funky. I don't think I ever would have picked it up on my own, but I failed that empathy check. If you fail one of these conversational checks, you have to it's like a dice roll, and you have to put skill points back in. I don't have any skill points to put back in. The other time we went inside the church, what'd you see in there? I'll believe you. I forgot the guy's called Crabman. He's like a shadowy figure in the roof of a church. This guy's calling him Crabman. Man, I hope all the levels are normal for this. Wow. If the audio sucks, somebody let me know. Because this is a totally new setup. I mean, I literally finally got everything connected and wired and working. And I could be muted. Who knows? We'll find out. Could just be me smiling and moving my mouth. Go on. Oh, upside down like a crab. That's probably it. I saw him. I saw the crab man. I just want to see something. Sorry, everybody. I don't know if it's picking up. I don't know how any of this works. Who knows? I don't know if it's picking up the game audio. I'll figure it out. First stream, early minutes of the first stream, I'm allowed these. Just gonna plow on through. Aha, okay. Maybe I'll ask later about this. Aha, okay. Maybe I'll ask later about this. Aha, okay. Maybe I'll ask later. Oh man, and it echoes? What is going on? No game audio and it's echoing? Okay, something's got to be done here. Let's bring the mic down. Oh, audio output capture. Is that what I need? Or audio input capture? Yeah, output. It's gotta be. Oh god, I wish I knew more about this before I started it. I don't know how this works. This is a test stream, let's call it that.
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
Yes! I got audio, baby. It's working. I know, what? Oh yeah, you're talking about when the repeating. Also, what's up? Yeah, I'm on the new PC, and I wasn't sure if everything was balanced, or turns out I was playing the game without Twitch picking up the game audio. So
she's less prone to blurt it out. Crabman.
Go ahead.
Okay, that's it for now. All right, I gotta go convince her friends, or I gotta go tell her friends that they can have their rave in the church. One is definitely scary enough. As long as I'm not echoing. I feel like I was echoing on that last one, but fuck. Let's go. Look at these club kids.
Huh? I see
Hey,
you're here
buddy.
again. Off-sign, man. Nah, you heard me.
Oh, what was I supposed to do? I think...
Hi again. So, how are things going?
A number of things don't add up. Let's take a look.
Sweet. Real PC games. I thought this was a real PC game. Isn't everybody excited
How
about
about
this game?
gather around, kids?
It's fun. It's actually, Lauren got it for me on a whim. And I'm having a blast.
The young speed freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks
Because
at
it's
you.
like detectives. You're like a detective. It's not. It's
The
very
one
strange.
with the
You have
large head
conversation
seems
with your
very
body, fully
enthusiastic
voiced.
about whatever you have planned.
Love it. Love it.
Their would-be leader is less amused.
Sometime in the past, I'm not sure when and where, but betrayal was involved. I fell sick and became the shadow you see now. But before that, I have reason to believe I was a beast.
But you still are.
What happened?
Egghead. I like that guy. Disco
I've been
apple.
trying to say we need the next step in dance music to happen fast.
Hey, Rob, what's up? I know, man. Now I'm gonna be like PC playing Warzone, dude. No more. I'm gonna have the field of vision of a god. I'm gonna be able to see guys coming totally from my left and right. No, I did download Warzone.
Shut it.
I'm ready to run it. I've also actually been playing Rocket League. Maybe I'll stream that when I'm not total shite at it.
What? I have. I've said that.
'Cause Rocket League's like kind of sneaky fun.
The young speed freak is silent.
But right now I'm hooked on this game, Civilization, and Valheim. I'm playing all the PC games all at once.
Hey man, who knows what she's on about? I get it. She doesn't want us in the church. She's got something against us.
She does.
Who doesn't like to dance? She doesn't like to dance. We don't need drugs to be hardcore.
Shut the fuck up, Egg. Climb down from the equestrian monument, cop man. Consciousness is new to the universe. We all have our ways to ease the shock.
I know I wouldn't be as hardcore without drugs. You're not hardcore.
What exactly is it you know? I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
I didn't even pick up on that. It's just like sheets.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
I mean, all of these are good. Let's just
What do
start
you
at the
mean,
top.
friend? It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
This may be the brain
Let's run it
damage
tonight.
talking, but you've definitely never heard of
Yeah, it'll be late
monodynamic
though. So I'm
or
gonna stream for a little bit. and
one-speaker
then stop,
systems.
hang out with Law. I literally come home from work, eat dinner, and stream. So, but yeah, I'll be on later. If you can peel me away from Civilization 6, though.
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing.
Did they make Warzone any smaller? I literally have an external hard drive attached to my computer just for Warzone.
I'm sorry, but there is no lab equipment and no drug. He said it was for his nose. What more do you want?
Likely pseudoephedrine, almost exactly the shape of ephedrine. Ephedrine makes you happy, and so does pseudo.
And of all cellular-based life, what's your point, Lawbringer? Make up your mind. First it's the sweat, then it's the ether. No shit. That's... Come on, that's... I meant to say, not true. What do you mean, do? What do you mean by lenient?
Getting into some tricky situations here. Not calling back up and hauling you all off to the pen for starting.
He thinks for a moment, then opens his mouth, but closes it
Never
again,
tell which
then finally
conversation I'm in.
raises his hands.
Things are just way too hard for an entrepreneur in this city. It's not like we're not going to turn the church into the wickedest club in East Revachol.
But also,
Because we are! We totally are!
We just got to turn it into a speed lab first.
listen,
You know, to
Egghead
get
should
our
be
foot in the
going.
door.
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up. No, man, they're spooky all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there.
Oh, my freaking camera's in front of the conversation.
But the sign was way off too! I couldn't
Okay.
feel the love at all!
One more time. We're gonna get triple me. Where should I put it? Actually, down here's been a good bet. Maybe, oh shit. Okay, let's try this.
Sir, you promised you'd be lenient.
Or I can put it over in this corner in front of. Proceed. Should I do no drugs? Should I do no drugs or do both? Promise you can
Yeah!
Respectable. I'm really feeling the science right about now.
I'm sure you'll figure something out. We can manage it with her if we get inside. Keep us updated about the situation. Maybe we can help somehow. Goodbye, officer.
There's no way I'm gonna convince this lady to let these guys come in where she's doing scientific research and start a meth lab and a dance club. Doesn't seem like it's her style. I know it's 2 too, so like I gotta be headed to bed. But then it's gonna be Thursday. I got shit to do. I don't have any time things, I don't think though. Oh shit. I was supposed to do that. Look, even in my game life, I can't freaking remember the stuff on my agenda.
Yes, what is it? I see you've talked to them. Good. Drugs are illegal, and I'm not leaving this church, especially because of some corrupt drug lab idea you cooked up in that tent. No? Yes. And I don't care. I don't.
Wow, she really doesn't. Not a
I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything. Great.
I don't even have a conversation option to try to convince her. I guess I go back and tell them. Also, don't ask me what this is. Can she help me?
Hello again. I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth, which isn't much. You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it. I even tried not to lie to you.
No, I didn't move into a dungeon. It just got dark on me. It honestly wasn't. It wasn't this dark when I
Indeed,
started.
she merely tried to omit the
Why does it
truth
look
instead.
creepy? Yeah, it looks fucking creepy, dude. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna fix that. Yeah, I'm streaming from a basement against my will, and they've actually given me a sheet to read. So none of this is me making it up. This is all pre-written for me. I am happy and healthy. Whatever. It's not great, but it'll do for now. I'm green screening this whole thing, so we're not gonna have to worry about it. Let's go. She merely tried to omit the truth. Instead, you opted to omit the truth. It's the same thing. You should have tried harder. Misleading a cop is no joke. I don't care. I'm loco. Okay.
I know, but I knew you'd see through their plan too. I'm not an idiot. I should have been able to control them, and I will in the future.
Blink twice. Blink 100
promise.
times.
May I
Please.
ask, what did you tell them? We won't be anyone's problem. I'll get them under wraps, I promise.
Ow. I need to unlock this empathy thing. Oh, fuck. I can't. Is that real? I'm really not allowed to? Do I have any clothes that elicit empathy? So sometimes your clothes give you conversation bonuses. Green screen is coming. Green screen is on its way. Hopefully, I'm gone for the weekend for Easter, but when I get back next week, hopefully, we got the green screen. +1 empathy. Let's go.
Hello again.
Oh, come on. How does that not work?
Sure. Contact Mike.
An entire litany spews forth.
Man, you are one weird cop. You do understand it all just sounds like Mike to me, right? Okay.
Huh? I see you're here again. Off-sign, man. Did I mention getting us into the church would help?
Hi again. So, how are things going?
So what the fuck do I do? About Suna's thoughts.
Yes? What's the deal?
Oh. How was I supposed to know that it was hidden in here?
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
What a pity. Those are my two favourite things in the world. Drugs and hypnotic music. I mean, and she doesn't like either one of them. Some people are just born retrograde.
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity?
Unity! Dance!
And you can't just evict her?
Look at you, honor man.
Oh no, man.
No, Noid. He's right.
Yeah.
Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after
Finish
all.
her project.
I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her. If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music.
Ecstasy.
The lines in the dark exist! Coexist!
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like a Nordic dance?
Egghead cannot believe what she just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower for a moment, but then he returns to the full swing of it.
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think? Oh man, but the drug lab is like an integral part of getting the club going.
For me, it was my favourite part. Chemistry's great. Besides, imagine all the drugs we could do if we had our own
Oh.
drug lab.
Thank you, thank you. Alright. How are we looking now? I think the computer's up loud too. Alright. Let's get it all under control.
I mean, Nordic music is great and all, but drugs, they make you feel really good. When did you last feel really, really good?
Excitement bubbles up in you.
I'm just gonna
Maybe
be
you
doing
should
drugs with
blast
these
some of
guys.
these drugs right here. In
Whoa,
this
another
tent.
10? Hell yeah. Crank me up, baby. Oh no. How about now? How about now? I think that's better. I hope that's better. Maybe you should blast some of these drugs right here in this tent. You're right.
See?
That's only because you're constantly hungover from said high-grade narcotics. Getting clean takes months.
I refuse to throw out, but I can try.
Excellent. Good luck, my friend.
Okay.
Goodbye, officer.
We've got our new task. You know, normally I would complain about just the walk back and forth to just say things. It's like, just put them right next to each other if you're gonna make me do all this. This route's preposterous. But other than that, like, I cannot find a flaw in the game. Except that, you know, the style's odd. I totally get it if people wouldn't be into this type of game. But, like, just how bizarre it is, and knowing that even when you fail stuff, weird things happen. You know, it's not just about being right or correct. You just get to pick, like, wacky conversation answers. It feels like the antithesis of, like, a Fallout, where you're like, I don't want to say anything mean. I want to say the right stuff. At least that's me. I go for, like, the angelic run. And in this one, you can just be a lunatic. I mean, look at that
Yes,
hat.
what is it?
Look at my guy with his gloves and his clipboard and his boots.
I don't want to make anything work.
Oh, come on.
Yes, anything. Good.
Hey, what
come
makes
on.
the world go round?
I never hit those.
Nope.
Hey, maybe if you were to find out more about her previous company, Fortress Accident, you'd have something new to say.
I brought them here. These are my machines. Please. So you do know.
No, I did all
Besides,
these.
owning
That's
a
why I was
rain pre-
flying through
No,
it.
actually, it is kind of a big deal.
No. No, of course not. I was actually aiming for the military. Great.
Man, I did the wrong. This was a random. This 5124. That's just. I didn't know anything about the game. I didn't know what I was signing up for when I agreed to this. It should be like all psyche and which one I use a lot? Psyche and intellect. What the hell am I doing? Convince another corporate or a victor. How do I find out more about Fortress Accident. Oh, I forgot about Tab. No, it's not
The
this,
mother
it's
of
this.
humanism stands up.
I don't know what to do. I never want to be mean, and then someone says something I don't like, so I murder them. Yeah, that's the Fallout way. All right, I'm cranked up. The juice is cranked on this thing right now. I tell ya, I wonder if I should pop this out and put it over here. Now we're talking. Look, it's set up on the fly, you know? I fired up the PC, clicked start stream on OBS, which I finally get to use. I can be normal with everybody else and not use Lightstream, a whack-ass service that I had to pay for. I am going to have to sleep soon. Classie's buoy, the buoy west of the boardwalk on the coast, somewhere in the reeds. Alright, I'm just gonna go try and talk to that girl again. Someone's gotta help me. Maybe the game audio is too loud. Whatever, we'll figure it out. Oh shit, so
Hello again.
I'm so annoyed by that.
My associates. Sorry.
To the cops.
Me?
A silver bird.
No.
Don't know what
did all
makes you
these.
think it'll be any different later, but it's supposed to accept that.
The floorboards are twisting, and the shooting beams are slowly cracking, like bones, far east of the Golden Delta, beyond the industrial port. There will never be a club for anodic music here. Not in a million years.
Go ahead.
Might be time to finally make it Thursday.
We're close. True, hard, full, core, hardcore. Yeah!
Or maybe it's not.
You know about it?
You know Van Eyck? Good, good.
The Advent?
Could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths?
We're
Really?
close. True, hard, full, core. Hardcore. Hardcore to the meg. Here comes the night.
It's a
We're close.
puzzle?
True,
This is the
hard,
puzzle?
Hardcore. Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent. Good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeko Kata, the place to be. Yakokata is a hardcore place.
An intricate system of irrigation
we're getting
networks
somewhere.
marking the earth. Intermittent seas of phosphorus
No,
smoke,
like, I don't think
ripped
there's a best
tarpaulin
run, is what I'm
fluttering
saying.
in
You
the
know what I
wind.
mean?
A pair of molten rubber boots.
Like, obviously
also
there's,
comes
like,
to
a
mind.
way to do
All
it,
in all,
but it's been
a
so
truly
freeform, and, like,
hardcore
all of your
place.
answers are really kind of crazy, and there's so many dice rolls. Everything's, or RNG, whatever the technical term for it is. Nope, didn't find my way out.
We're
Okay.
close. True, hard, hardcore. Yeah.
You know I'm
Or
not going
maybe
to try this.
it's
one.
not.
The Y to the E to the A 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 to the G to the H to the exclamation mark.
Wow, even the punctuation.
Yeah!
He missed one A.
I'm the hard rhymer. The track.
I knew not to pick that one.
We're close. True. Hard.
I don't remember what I did.
Hard as a... Here comes the...
No.
We're true. Hard as a internally coherent. Good morning, yeah. 1, 2. It's the message.
Alright, last one, last
true.
one, last one.
Hard. Full. It's hardcore. Skibberdees. We're true. Hard. Full. Car. It's hardcore. Skibberdee.
That's the one I just did.
Vic, true, hardcore! Hardcore to the meg. Here comes the...
Alright, come on here. Let's go do a different task. Make it Thursday. This mission has been plaguing me for a while now. I like that I finally got a gaming PC. All this stuff. And I'm playing like a point-and-click adventure game. Okay, so nothing back here. And nothing that's going to help me with finding out what Fortress Accident is. The company. I look like the guys on the sidewalk in New York that stop you to talk about the ASPCA.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable. Calling.
I'm tired.
Oh, man answers fast this time. His voice is hoarse from cigarettes. You hear typing in the back.
Sounds like he hasn't talked to anyone in quite a while.
Writing. I hate writing so much. But I have to get back to
Me
it.
at work. Dude, I know. So like, I'm with you. It would drive me it drives me insane. I always need the right way. I like the first few times I failed stuff. I was like, no. I wanted to like save scum, but they were like, don't. Like even failing stuff opens up new paths that you maybe not have had.
The man disappears.
I don't know
with a
about its
speed do not
replayability
hear
though.
the
I guess once
customary
you really
disconnect
figure
tone.
out how everything's
Just
happening, it
silence
isn't
in
that
the handset.
replayable. But there
The
are
machine
like a
is
trillion
still
branching
waiting for
paths.
you to dial a number. Seems like it did not have time to swallow the coin. This sometimes happens.
See, like shit like that. You imagine that whole payphone
Lucky
conversation?
you.
Ooh.
The call went too fast for the payphone to register. You can still make a new one without paying.
Who cares?
You close your eyes and put your index finger on the rotary dial. Then pull down on the number. Then move one up.
Yeah, that's what I've been
Repeat the
doing. I
motion
like really had
twice.
to swallow a lot of my
Strange. This is not
all
how
the
you
whiny
started
bullshit that I
before.
would have said about this game.
You dialed 001. This is not the area code of Revachol. It is another destination on another Isola. Some
Ooh,
far
little
off
muscle
nation
memory.
state. 005 is Revachol, ZOC. 001 is Grad, on the Grad Isola, where the telephone was invented. The next 2 digits you dial are the area code for the city of Mirov 414447. The rotary dial feels cold from the sea air. 1117361. Your fingers keep moving like
Oh,
a
yeah.
spider. Every time the
Later,
ring
dude.
rotates
I'll probably
back
hop
without
on
a
yours,
ring of
honestly,
metal,
when I'm done
like
here.
a bell tolling. Yes, 451-67451. You are going deeper now, into some unknown place, far away from this island of matter and its telecommunication networks. 451. You have dialed God knows how many numbers. The headset has been waiting silently to relay a signal.
Connection?
Surely
That
nothing
worked?
can come of this, you think. An ultra-long distance call. Your air fills with a crackle, the wash of a strange ocean full of white noise. A little bird starts ringing in there, not like the local calling tone before. No, a small ring in a cage of distortion, far away. A distant network of
This
phones
game.
calling. Calling in the night. Pitiful and terrifying. You feel your pulse rise with each ring. Calling still. The handset starts slipping from your sweaty palm. Your breathing is heavy.
I mean, I'll only ever have one volition. Because of how I set this stupid character up.
Calling. 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 Callings. Then the ocean breaks. Out of the depths, a woman's voice emerges. Small. The dearest thing you've ever heard.
Hello?
Oh. I want to die. So I answer every phone call.
Who is this? Dora? Who is this? The connection is bad.
In the distorted distance, you hear someone turning next to her. Bed springs rattle.
What? Oh no. Is that you?
I feel like I've made this phone call before.
This is too much. You need to recede. Silence. The connection falters. You hear.
Is that you? You're not a revolutionary, Harry. You're drunk.
You only have 2, maybe 3 things left to say before the change runs out.
What? Harry? Who's Harry? Are you sleeping with him? I'm also Harry.
Because it's me. Look, I don't understand what you're saying or why you're calling me. You seem drunk. Oh, God. Do you know what time it is? It's so late here. It's 4 o'clock, Harry. I need to wake up in 2 hours.
Do you want to party? Is someone there with you? What should I ask her?
To work. The academy, where I work.
My job my job is sad and terrible. It has dead bodies in it. The academy? That sounds better than my job. I'm happy. Oh, come on.
No response, only a sigh.
Killing
The
myself
connection
here.
crackles like burning paper. She does not answer anymore.
Harry.
Disconnect tone.
Damn.
The machine ran out of money.
That probably could have gone better.
Run. To the church. Home. Anywhere but here. Anything but calling her again.
Too
You
bad.
dial
Calling
the
her
number
again.
again. In the middle of it. A familiar ring.
What?
Small. Distorted.
Okay.
Calling. Calling.
Let it call, baby.
Calling. It looks like she doesn't want to pick it up, Harry. Stop scaring her. Come on, you know why.
Let it ring,
Calling,
baby. Let
calling.
it ring.
Harry, please.
Underneath it, she is naked and warm under a blanket.
You're naked, aren't you? That should not be a conversation option. I need answers to my mystery. I need to know who you are. Who are you? Who are you?
She does not answer. All you hear is hiss.
Okay. I'm just cooking through
Phone
these right
hanging.
now.
Disconnect.
Okay,
Tone.
I'm done. I'm done talking to her. I'll come back to it. I can't believe I went through all those drugs just talking to that woman on the phone. Something that I never thought I'd say in my daily life. Yet here we are. I wish I didn't do all those drugs that I was talking to that lady. Oh, this is the dead body that I have to solve too. I forgot.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper.
Kebab.
A man lies.
Yeah, I did all this. We're gonna figure that out. I probably just need to go back to my house first. As they say that Classier's her buoy or whatever, where she hid her passport, she like hid it in the water. This is by the boardwalk to the west. Again, somewhere, right? Isn't this the boardwalk? No, this is back to the car. Sometimes it's hard to tell where you are. Oh, whoa, I have more zoom to go. That's my home. Oh. I want to find this buoy. Alright, he's gonna get up there automatically somehow. Oh, shit. Okay, get me up there, big man. I'll figure it out later. Ooh, there's stuff back here. There's people.
Here we go. Nice and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
Morel, the cryptozoologist. I've been looking for this guy.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging
His wife's
some
looking
netting.
for him.
It
Hey,
looks
buddy, your
like
wife's
some
looking
kind of
for you.
trap. He notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello.
His self-conscious enthusiasm renders his movements ungainly. He looks like your understanding of a scientist.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
Gary the crypto-fascist? What's a crypto-fascist?
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it.
Cryptozoologist, I think they study like
To what do I owe the
That's fine.
pleasure?
I kept wanting to say Chewbacca. Don't they study Chewbacca?
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
Waterlock's fixed.
The 881 is a raised motorway that separates Martinez from Jamrock. The labyrinth of streets underneath it makes it difficult to pass. Not like walking over a nice water lock.
Okay. Yeah, tell me
You
the whole
broke
story.
the water lock with a motor carriage. There was a billboard in the canal. Not a vehicle. It said Samaran Butter.
No, see, I jumped over the canal in my motor carriage, tearing through the Samaritan butter sign, which fell into the canal, blocking the gates. I used to punch
Why?
it. Because I'm insane.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary. We can go soon. If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Hi. My little puppy's wandering around here.
I just have to do one more
Looking to be
round.
bad,
See if the
without a doubt.
phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going. I'm afraid not, officer. I've been busy digging around in the reeds for days, looking for signs of insect activity. I'm less interested in mammalian concerns, to be perfectly honest.
Perfectly honest.
Which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it. Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there? And I suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques to protect itself from predators, or scientists in our present case. It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defences that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex. But I cannot describe how these defences work, much less how they evolve,
So
without
this made-up
studying a live
thing that he's
specimen.
looking for has the ability to
A
make
ghost
itself
insect, he said? These people are looking for a ghost.
No, that is precisely what we're not. We are zoological specialists, looking for an extant species of phasmid. I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So, typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for. Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of my, of any, cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defences, find out how it stayed hidden so long.
Would be glory itself.
Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts. Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid. I know it's real.
It's clear that his obsession with the phasmid is driven by something more than the pure pursuit of scientific advancement.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition. Yes, the
There's
most
a sighting
recent
of it here in
sighting
Martinez.
was by a couple of teenagers along the coast here. That's what brought us to Martinez specifically. It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an
Credible.
unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore. I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
He means asexual reproduction. The females of the species don't need to mate to produce viable eggs. This makes it easier for a species with a small population to survive.
This arouses no special feelings in Nate. This game's so fucked up. That's pretty clever.
Yes, the Insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, I'll try my best to remain dispassionate. Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly. Yes. Simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can get back out. At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton. Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm. A meat-eating stick insect? Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior? This seems unlikely.
Thank you for your opinion. We have also included plant material in the traps to satiate your skepticism. They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
The traps do seem to be deftly and thoughtfully constructed. It's clear that Crypto's...
Yes. What?
She seems pretty eager.
And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we finish with these traps. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
He looks south where Lena would
Come
be.
on, Morale. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not.
I'll watch the traps.
Won't let Lena down.
Let me
Come
watch
on.
the traps.
She wants us
Come
back.
on, listen to your
I'm
crypto
soaked up to my
fascists.
nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
Reed crabs.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it.
She's seen it.
Yes. That's how we first came to know one another, in
Oh,
fact.
come on, I gotta go talk
But
to her.
that's her
That'll at
story
least
to
lead me
tell.
back. No, I'm not
Suffice
sleeping
to
in
say,
town.
It's long
I
been our
forgot.
dream to find
She's in
proof
town.
of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
Aw.
No. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel?
I could go for some trap setting.
Yeah, what if I check the traps for
I
you?
didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer. Sometimes it's helpful to take a break and return to one's primary
Oh,
pursuit
tell me
with
about it.
fresh
That's all I
eyes.
do in this game. Take breaks from side quests and do other side quests. I don't even know what a main quest is in this game. Where are these?
There are 4 in total.
Oh, come on.
One is to the south, on this little peninsula.
And they're all
by the
over.
boathouses.
Great.
There. Is another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's
Land's
behind
End,
a small
like
sand
Catalan?
dune there. On your way to the old radio tower, after the church. The third is set near.
Okay.
You should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality. Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is... That's highly unlikely, officer. And in the event you do,
Pheromone
it's made of musk
mixture.
and research chemicals.
Lay it
The
on
pheromone
thick,
should attract the insect to
baby.
you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the side.
This is the smell of dying reeds, of longing crumbling into the water.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp.
Finally, you're being sensible.
If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, you'll have time for that later too. But what if the information is vital? On the hunt. What about his eager-to-leave friend Gary there? Talk to him too, perhaps.
Where the hell's crypto-fascist Gary? It says talk to him. Oh, the buoy. There it is. Piece of shit.
A metal and plastic contraption bobs up and down amidst the trembling reeds. At first, it just looks like this must be the boy Clausia mentioned. Yes, spindly extremities have been here. Snap the cords keeping the boy in place. A little longer and it will be floating somewhere out in the open sea. Moves across the water, leaving no traces. You're cold again, as always. Splendor. The boy is not tied to anything. The cords dangling from the bottom really have been torn or cut. You lift it out of the water easily,
Sniff it.
noticing how light it is. The number 11 has been written on the yellow plastic. It hasn't been in the water for very long, but it's already discolored and slimy with silt. A latch holds it close, but only just barely. The brittle metal of the latch has cracked.
Brittle metal.
Primitive construction, but it does the job. There's something in there, splashing around. It smells like you would expect it to smell. A concentrate. The water this side of the peninsula is cleaner, actually. Smells a little salty. A shot glass's worth of seawater pours out, some algae, and nothing else. The boy continues to be mostly empty.
Should I guess?
No answers appear to you in the dirty seawater at the bottom of the buoy. Just the heavy
saying
smell
boy.
of brine and silt
anyone see
and
that?
disappearance. You could ask the miss what she thinks later if you have the time, though you doubt she'll tell you much at this point.
I don't know what at this point means.
The dome-shaped plastic buoy bobs. The boy continues to. No answers appear. You could ask the miss.
Okay, fine. Actually, let's see what that is. Oh.
Hello, I'm Gary. Very generous of you to help us out I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization. I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here. Dark times will do that to good men. Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that. No. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it. That's all.
He's not feeling very comfy in his clothes, is he? Strange.
My mug? Why would you think that?
The mug is like racist. It's a racist mug. Just for
I may have
context.
had a similar looking mug in the past. That's all. Okay, I admit it.
It was him.
I threw the mug
Cracked
away in
him.
the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry, officer. You're not going to find me, are you?
The maximum. Cough it up, buddy.
Whew. Thank you. You won't regret this. I won't use another man's property to dump my garbage ever again. I don't know what got into me, really. Work has been stressful lately. Damn Koiko's price dumping us out of competition.
Koikos.
What did you do, Gary?
Nothing. Nothing. Just answering some questions.
Here we go. Start pumping that sweet info.
I know a guy who works with the trash collection services.
Aha.
CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash
One of my
containers of
tasks was
Martinez.
find out other people who had access to the trash can where they found the victim's clothes.
So I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Bohemians run it like a mob.
As an Italian, that feels offensive.
I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself.
Gary, did you put the clothes of a murder victim, the man who was hanged behind the Whirling in rags, into that trash container?
Officer, please. Let me explain. It's not like that.
Damn.
I
am
was only
busting him right
cleaning
now?
up. I live right
Oh.
across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know? Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly. Okay, I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor. You've heard this sound before, but where?
What sound? Really? There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects, trash. Could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby.
Every day, the wind shifts the reeds and whatever was left in them. Tambourines and condom wrappers, plastic and glass bottles, the smell of decay. The sound you heard was not the sound of something easily abandoned.
Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it.
There's something
you
going
don't?
on here. You should observe it more closely after this topic is concluded.
I hope I can help your investigation, in my small way.
Don't be so relieved yet, Gary. This bad cop may have been in your apartment, admiring your mug collection. Perhaps a little intimidation?
Sure do, officer.
His eyes narrow slightly. He's wondering where this is going.
How?
Mr. Everett Clare thought it necessary to I saw the poster in your apartment, you know that.
But why were you in my apartment, officer? So you work for Everard Clare? Officer, please tell him we're good. No, tell him I'll make it up to him. What have I done? He'll send the muscle after me.
As he lowers his tone, he hunches his back.
I was probably talking too loud in the Whirling the other night. About some theories. Stupid. Shouldn't have run my mouth. I won't do it again. If there's anything I can do to assist you, or the Union, just ask, okay? I'll try to help if I can.
This scared him proper. He's positively melting from fear. Has to prop himself up with a lot of anger to keep it together.
Alright, let's roll.
That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him.
Let's go.
Look
Finally.
at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath. Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor, for example. One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other, resembling pearls or marbles.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once.
It's fine.
I was ashamed of what I did. And I didn't want you to know.
Gary, what's going on?
Later, Morale. I've got apologizing to do. Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you.
The hell, Gary?
I'll explain later. Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they'd scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling. So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here. Only the cuirass was left. So I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have... Fuck. I always thought it was the Union. But I sure as hell won't go around saying that anymore. You have my word. I don't know, and I won't be running my mouth on this subject anymore.
He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat, but so light to hold, like a bag of cotton.
Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again. I won't mess with Mr. Clare either. You have my word.
Thank you for your cooperation. Okay, so we checked out the buoy, we found out about the trash. Damn, we crossed off a bunch of things. We can check the traps tomorrow. Bullet traces, that all sucks. I'll do that during the day. I don't know how to do any of these, is the thing. You know? Patent close. The drama skill is funny. Drama skill just makes, like, you say crazy shit just to stir people up. I think I owe this somewhere, so I'm gonna save it. Actually, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it for, like, a check that we need cleared.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. The reeds rustle confidently, while the residential building, menacing in the darkness behind you, shield
We're gonna let it slide.
from the wind. When this district was booming, the reeds were kept at bay. Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them. Scattering
the
of bullet
boardwalk.
holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other. The density and spread of these bullet holes is surprising. This takes a lot of bullets. Fully automatic rifle fire.
Fully automatic.
A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least, their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound, no movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. Droplets of rain fall on the wooden planks, the surrounding sand dunes. The clouds block out any
Dogs
rays
are
of
fighting
light.
again. Or playing. They're playing.
A long
They just
time
like to
has
make a lot of
passed
noise.
since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since
Yeah,
washed
like
all
the game's
blood
fucking
away.
sweet, and I knew nothing
Not a
about
trace
it.
remains.
Like I knew nothing. I literally got it, clicked new game, and was like, "What do we do?" I didn't know it was like detective style interview, whatever.
The
And I've been
abundance of
so
bullet
pleasantly
holes
surprised
leads
by
to
everything.
two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed. A host of men, probably in
And I like that
everyday
there's
clothes,
no
ragged
path.
from the
Hi,
conflict and
Gaga.
covered in dust.
I like that there's
They
no
were not sitting.
like, oh, you did
A
it
common
wrong.
practice
You know,
for
I don't have to save
executions in
scum
some
through it at
nations,
all.
as demonstrated
just
by the
kinda
height
go.
level of the bullet holes.
You fail, you figure it out.
They stand, facing 7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one? The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the
Yeah, I
muzzle
hope more people
flashes
play it, more
dancing
people
on
like
his
it. Like, it
face.
really deserves a lot more attention. I think it's kind of old.
I'm just a
I don't know if it was
representation
this
of
year.
your
It might have been a
mental
few years ago.
faculties, piecing together any
I think everyone's
available
playing it now. He
information.
just got fully voiced.
You should
or
probably
voiced.
ask the lieutenant.
Ask the lieutenant.
A cold sea wind blows behind this building, the other one, once filled with engineers and designers of Feld Electric. Now collapsed and dead, but for some rats. You feel drawn, for some reason, to the faded mural again.
Entre Internite. I don't know what that is. Cash money, baby. Tab is a lifesaver. I didn't learn tab until early on, but it shows you everything you can interact with. I need like every game. Yeah, no, same. Like, same. Picked it up. You know, it was like, I couldn't get a good read on it. Actually, my girlfriend told me that it had good reviews because I was looking for a new computer game. She was like, this one's good. You should get this one. I'm like, sure. It's the worst that could happen. But yeah, definitely worth it. Highly suggested, all that. And I'm very, I mean, not very picky with my games, but I am picky with my games. I play all kinds of stuff, but only the good stuff. And honestly, I got Valheim to stream Valheim, and I was cooking. I was going along. I had bronze armor, and I died like halfway across the map, clear across the map. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I died clear across the map in Valheim, so I can't, I gotta work back up, figure out how to get back, I guess. I don't know. Oh, did I check this already? No, that's the one that he said.
This is the trap, Morel.
Yeah, I
the
know,
read.
I know.
It's good the cryptozoologists left. The later it gets, this
Okay,
trap is
let's leave.
also full of panicked.
Oh, that must be the mural they're talking about. Yeah.
The once
Valheim's
bright
pretty
mural
cool.
towers above you.
Have you been liking it?
saying,
That's another one
"Fell
that I was
electrical
surprised by.
R and
I got really
D.
into survival
Tomorrow
games.
is
So I was
just
like,
a
I started with
whisper away.
Stranded Deep, and then I went, I just downloaded Subnautica, Valheim, there's one I'm missing. Oh, Rust. Oh my god, I couldn't get 10 minutes into Rust, and I stopped. Everyone kept killing me. I was naked running around the beach, and I just kept getting killed. I was like, this can't be fun for anybody. I hear it's better if you have like friends in a dedicated server or something, but I didn't stick around to find out. There's too much to play. But yeah, I'm going to be streaming this one. Who knows what I'll do next? Maybe I'll do Valheim and I'll do like the Road to Redemption, you know, because I'm working my way back up from having absolutely nothing to being able to go get my stuff all the way across the map. Maybe I'll do that next. Oh, Persona 5, that's another one. Man, that, you know, the list just grows and grows, and I never get to it. Yeah, I've heard awesome things about Persona 5. Never played them before. Never played. If there's a 1 through 4, I probably sound like a fucking idiot because I don't know that much about it, but if there's a 1 through 4, I never played them, but 5, for some reason, is the one everyone... Just like, oh yeah, Stranded Deep, yeah. Yeah, same shit. Okay, so it's not just me. Everybody just gets fucking gassed in Rust. Oh, the originals are PS2. Oh, so it's like one of those games. A franchise, like a real true franchise. That reminds me, it's probably not at all the same, but there's a game series called like Nier, or I don't know how to pronounce it, Nier Automata, or Nier whatever. And there's a few of them, and everybody loves them. I know so little about them. Next to nothing, actually. What is that? A light just went past. Where am I? I'm not finding my way back.
Is there something here
Ooh,
that
we're
would
doing a little
indicate a
visual
sniper
calculus right now.
used
Let's
this
go.
place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle.
If you
and a
liked
dilapidated old
Stranded
comms
Deep, you'll like
tower.
Subnautica. It's like a plussed up Stranded Deep, minus the islands, which is disappointing. I really like the island idea with Stranded Deep, being able to like find a new one and oh, there's cool shit on this one. But as far as like building and I guess plot development, I don't know.
In the distance, you can
It's like a
hear
bit
the
of a
breakers
story.
roar.
Subnautica. The perp.
To warm his hands before he pulled the trigger. There are no markings on the ground for a tripod. He would have had to lie on a mattress. This is simply not a good spot for a 1.2 kilometer shot. The salty water has corroded the ladder to nothing but 2 thin orange rails. In addition, there is no stable nest up there. It does look extremely rickety and wouldn't help much either.
Yeah, the unending list. Add it, baby. It's free on PlayStation right now if that's what you're playing it on. PlayStation released like 10 free games called like Summer of Play or whatever. And Ratchet and Clank as well. Zero.
A smoking assailant who favors Timotiri to Austria or Duhan. Cigarette butts are part of the campfire set. They're also everywhere. Timotiri was a Revacholian colony on Ilmaran. The Suzerainties population was mostly Ilmaran Areopagites, up to 97%.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
region was known for its
Get it
tobacco
while it's hot.
export, hence the name.
No.
Nothing is unimportant, Detective.
Oh,
A
fine.
smoking
Tell me about the
Timotiri.
freaking cigarettes.
Oh, you do. The butts you saw had a silhouette of a boy wearing a coffee hat, a tobacco picker. This boy is the Timotiri brand logo. Contemporary Revacholians prefer Juan, a local blend from the southern islands.
You're
or
right. You're
Astra,
right.
a
That's how you do
legendary
it. You put
cigarette
pressure on
from
yourself.
Gra.
You
Timotiri
download it.
is
It
favored
sits
by
there
older
right next to the
men
game
who
you
like
always
its
click on.
old-fashioned paper,
And
filter
eventually you're
tips,
like,
insane amount of tar,
mix it up.
and the sweet smells of colonialism and halva. There, 1.2 kilometers over the wave-crossed bay. Through heavy,
Whoa,
dark
you can
grey
see it
curtains
from
of rain,
here? If
you
can
see the
whirling
smallest
rags from
rectangle.
here,
Barely, it's glowing
you
in
could
the
have
dark
shot from
night.
here.
The lights are on. Glazia must be in there. Looks like she kept her promise not
Ew,
to go
dude,
out at
relax.
night anymore. Such a good girl, you think.
Don't think that. Okay, so the man we found hanging in the back garden was actually shot and then strung up, we discovered. And so it looks like the shot had to come from close, but we're speculating that it could have come from very far away. Boardwalk for bullet chases, island for bullet chases. Oh shit, close. +1 rhetoric, that's good, that's good. The empathy's killing me though. If I had known what this game was about, I would have set this character up better. This character is not set up well. He is, I have 1 psyche. Whatever. What's done is done. We're making it work. Bell's the
An
store.
old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The concrete structure looks military.
Okay, military bunker that I can't get into. I feel like every time I walk anywhere, it's a fucking new place. Oh no, okay, this is the church. This is the church. Should I go try to bully her out of here? Let's just do it. Fuck it. That's why I love this game. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I went in blind, and it... You know, like when I play Fallout, I don't want to say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, have the good character get mad or like, oh, I'm not going to deal with you. So I was very careful in this one. But there's a hint that it tells you where it's like, you're a police officer, say whatever you want. And I was like, problematic, but also, okay. So now I'm going to go bully this woman out of her
Yes,
church.
what is it? What?
Here we go,
I'm not
lady.
going anywhere.
Sorry, me and
this
my
is a
vaguely
public
racist
space,
hat have to
and I'm
kick
free
you
to
out.
bend the circuit as I find necessary. Besides,
A small, satisfied smile breaks free on her face, infuriatingly triumphant.
I'm protected by the Wayfarer Act.
There is no Wayfarer Act.
The Wayfarer Act states that citizens have the right to gather in public spaces
No, it
unless
doesn't.
they're disrupting the public order. And before you go on, I'm not disrupting any
Actually,
order
you're
here.
disrupting
I'm a
these guys
circuit
who wanna
bender,
party.
and no one has anything against circuit benders.
Look at how pleased she is with herself, playing with her important science machines. Academics.
What is it? Half-light? Let's see if I have anything that helps with half-light. I don't think so. Drama, pain threshold, savoir-faire, logic, rhetoric, drama. That'd be sick though if I could just dig up something that's half-light. Nah. Okay. Guess I'm not. Wait, is it a white check?
Yes, what is it?
Whatever, fuck it.
All you hear is the accelerated heart rate in your ears, pounding at 100 BPM.
17% chance.
Beat
What?
by beat, your blood red is for conflict.
I'm gonna fight her? I didn't know that's where this was going.
God! Easy now. I'll
Aw.
go. It's not an issue. Can I pack my
Such
things
a
first?
loser.
Okay. I'll go make a phone call outside and then return for my things. You can tell the ravers that they can move in.
She turns off her computer and
That
leaves.
doesn't feel like the right move, but vaguely racist. Yeah, I mean, look at that thing, man. In this current climate, I should not be wearing this. I mean, you should be wearing it anywhere, but... Yeah, boy. What do we got? Can I snoop on her at all? She left the freaking machine for me. Oh, she takes it. I see. Alright, let's go tell those party boys they can move in. I'm glad I did that. I'm glad that check worked. I can't believe that check worked. They've all been cutting against me. Every time the check's under 50%. I failed like an 80% one. Very annoying. But again, like, I've forgotten what it was, and the story moves on. Like, it never holds you up to fail one of these things. Or to do anything wrong. Now I'm thinking about my Valheim stuff. Lost out there. In a place where the enemies are very powerful.
Hi again. So,
can't get it.
how are things going?
You can move in.
Yes? What's the deal?
I kicked the programmer out. Time to dance.
Really? We are grateful, Copman. You're a true ally and an augury of a new era of Nordic dance music.
You crazy motherfucker.
And you haven't changed your mind about our little side business, have you?
Man of my word. Little Delta 8.
All right. It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours, maybe. Come check back later.
Yes.
Let's get moving.
That was big. I'm glad I did that before nighttime. Because now I'm going to try to find my shack and go to sleep. It does matter what time it is. I don't know if it matters what day it is, but like most people go to sleep by 2100, and then by 2, time just freezes until you go to bed. So like I don't have my detective buddy with me. Oops. Steam always does that. I'm getting used to being on PC. Literally just set this thing up. Oh, is that a ship? Oh, some map. Where the hell am I? By the church. Oh, I have to go. Interesting. How the hell did I get here? Okay. Well, whatever. I have to get across this big lake. Yes, here it is. Okay, sweet. Wasn't as far as I thought. Sleeping is so weird in this game too.
It's raining. Time to call it a day.
I also don't know when this game ends. Like, do I just... Because it says it's Wednesday, so it must be tracking the days of the week. We'll just keep going. Ooh. Also, thank
The bed
God
is
I don't have to
comforting,
manage
if
inventory.
a bit run down.
Oh my God.
Still, you've earned a rest. Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark.
This is the dude.
You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter
Yeah, it's Wednesday in the game. It's
screaming
Wednesday
and
today.
scheming
It's fucking
around.
double Wednesday, my dude.
Every corner and every street.
Recorded in you. Forever. On Faraday.
The limbic system talks like Dobby.
No, you're spinning tapes at the discotheque. The great unceasing disco of the mind. The flash. The bang. The endless learning experience. On and on it goes. for untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising, rising. Above the dark curvature, the great wingspan of sleep. Studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time, the last time, the smoke in her mouth, the plotted flowers, the faces turning, changing.
It's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it.
This also
Every
happens in my
day
head.
you're out there, you make more of yourself
The
from
ancient
it.
Republican phrase.
I'm afraid you can't be unmade.
They want
now.
to take your guns.
You can never forget this shit.
Pizzagate is real. The colors, the voices.
All stuck on loop. While
That's all I see
spitting
now.
out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
It's too late. You're not made of nothing anymore. You're something now, Harry. I tried to drown you in the black water, but you re-emerged, kicking and screaming, running.
Tried to drown me in the black
And
water.
for
What does
what?
that mean?
For the working class. For the money, baby.
For the money, baby.
For the greater good.
Don't make me pick one of these.
Solving your little crossword puzzle.
I knew it.
Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
'Cause only love can break your heart. Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Do it for the wind. Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time.
I dig Logic. Logic and I would get along. But not Logic in the ancient Republican brain. That goes with the drama. Yay. I'm healed.
Good. You're up. Listen, there's something that's been bothering you for a few days now.
What is it?
It's a suspicion, or a feeling really, that things are not quite in hand around here. An earth-shattering deduction from your psyche. What will those guys come up with next?
See, Logic's the best.
Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control. The center isn't holding. And despite your efforts to moderate and contain these energies, things only seem to be getting worse. Oh, sure. You've been making progress on your case, interviewing people,
Solving side
tasks.
I want to make a game called Side Tasks. It's all
But
going to be side
who's
tasks. That's all I
focusing
did.
on the big questions? You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité. most awesome, terrible thing. It is human nature to crave la responsabilité and to deny it. That's Harry, you're thinking about this too narrowly. La responsabilité isn't concerned with trivial questions like who killed who.
So esoteric.
It's about the real issues. The Human Welfare Index, the price of staple goods, the transition to real democracy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This isn't some kind of dictatorship. You can simply seize la responsabilité for yourself. It must be given by a legitimate authority. Like a committee.
Yeah, it really gives it a lot of pizzazz. What is this guy what is empathy talking about?
There's always time to follow best practices. Once someone's decided
It would be a
to
huge
cut
undertaking,
corners
but it would have
for
been
the sake
sick
of
if all these had
expediency,
different voices.
who knows what else they're capable
Like
of.
way too crazy of an undertaking, but that'd be cool.
Mass executions,
Yikes.
a little self-dealing, fun stuff. That's what they're
Electrochemistry
capable
is
of.
like the party animal too. I forgot about that. Wants to do drugs and drink.
Only the most even-keeled minds in Martinez.
I don't know what half-light means. I've never heard that used in conversation, but it seems to be have to do with physical, and it's always kind of negative. I don't know.
Your half-brother, the lieutenant, is a natural place to start. Together, you'll be able to discover who has la responsabilité in Revachol. Most likely, your findings will be collected in a report. Once they've reviewed it, those same superiors will produce a set of recommendations to be taken up at the next meeting of the Standing Committee. Rest assured, no matter what happens, it will be done through the proper channels. Good luck. Your report
Take
is
on la
eagerly
responsibility.
anticipated.
It's fucking good. Hey, there he is.
Yes?
It's my partner. He thinks he's funny. He's the funniest guy in the game. He thinks I'm a lunatic, but he puts up with me, apologizes to other people for me.
I'm glad to hear it, Detective. I was wondering when we'd get to this very
What do
subject.
you mean? I'm talking about what Empathy said to me last night.
If you ask me, it's past time for you to lay off the street drugs you've been abusing. They really aren't helping us solve the case.
No, I meant responsibility.
Why are you pronouncing it like that gentleman from the Institute of Price Stabilité? You know what? Forget it. What specifically are you trying to assign responsibility for? Now I understand. Next, I suppose you're going to tell me you need to form a committee to assign this responsibility? Simple. Because moral intern types love to form committees.
What?
In any event, I am just a humble law official. I may work under the moral intern's umbrella, but I'm certainly not qualified to serve on
Something's
You know who
definitely
might be,
amiss.
though?
Something's
That
wrong.
Mr. Villedroit, the gentleman you met in the young man's apartment. If I were trying to get in touch with the coalition, I would start by seeking him out. But first you might need to speak with his young companion. Now, was there anything else?
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep. What more do you?
No,
yes.
don't care.
Let's.
Sorry, bye. Take on our responsibility. Help visit the nightclub. Oh yeah, let's go, let's go back into town for a sec. Wow, some of those skills get too hard to manage. -2, -1, all these different things.
This trap's not too hard to... The reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. The constant, distant song. Louder on this part of the coast. Nothing but locusts in this trap as well.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done.
How's he know?
I'm just glad we haven't found some poor cat trapped in one of these.
The cat's going under the beasts. Yeah, where she is. Oh, also that dude got back to his wife. Give me something. Yeah, here we go. These are new.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
That says what on the back? What the fuck?
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
A snazzy, shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
Fuck out.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Skulls. Now there's a strong organizational type.
I can tell you who we're not. Cop. We're not snitches, flow bears, or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, Cop Man, is we're not part of the skulls. Yet.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
Yeah, it censored itself. Why not just like
you
have them say something different?
What kind of cop are you?
Censors are for like live people you can't control. I don't know. Seems like an odd.
It's not a question.
Odd swing to take.
Don't get into it.
What are you gonna do?
The Skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertne.
Besmertine, or the Besmati, the Immortals, are West Rivisholian crime syndicate.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around the brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Yeah, a true artist of the future.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
Probably because of how non-verbal their mode of operation is going to be. It's a threat.
Don't fuck with me, boys. I'm one of the bad cops. Nervously shake your head.
But I don't. In fact, I dislike them so much I'm willing to drag you boys back to the station just to calm myself down.
Hey, there's no need for that. We're just talking here. Joking too. Stay light, man.
Yeah. Didn't you cops, like, have some questions about skulls or some shit?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Don't you worry
Isn't
about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are. We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them. Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
But in a non-threatening
Conversations
and
make the time
definitely
tick.
legal way.
It's like so annoying. But what are you gonna do? I
We'll
am
fuck
somebody
the
that likes
system
to
from the
click
inside
all the
later.
things in the conversation.
Just be cool now. The damage will be tenfold.
This game rewards that.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now?
Murder? Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Also, he was hanged.
Don't fuck
He
around.
was
on
hanged
the
from a
law.
tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
Ah, this sounds like epistemology. A field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought itself. However, there is no way these young men could possibly be aware of her work.
Did Encyclopedia go off script?
Exactly. How can one know shit? For example, how can one be sure that there truly is a body hanging behind a hostel?
What if it's art? Or just a mere specter?
Maybe it's true. The hanged man is merely a prop in a performance. We are the audience, and the artist is hiding somewhere in the dark. The lieutenant raises an eyebrow,
Don't like
but
that.
does not comment.
What about them?
Okay.
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss. The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are.
Does?
And I guess it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences. Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message. What I mean by this is, we are all pissed, and that the world is inherently meaningless.
It seems that the young man has a certain expertise in at least one field, even if it's rather narrow.
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it. To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though, you get more fish because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And
Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point. Is it a coincidence that here we have two badass jackets and two badass cops?
Yes? What is? What are you implying? I'm not sure I understand you, detective. Neither. Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think peace is the stronger of the two statements. Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
That's an origin story for a dynamic duo right there.
So are we done here? Or you don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
These guys aren't scary. You're not scary.
why?
And what kind of business is...
The lieutenant notices your agitation and opens his...
Okay, we get it. You look like total shit. We look flashy as hell. What about it?
See, like I failed that check to get their jackets.
He didn't say that.
My clothes make me sad. I need to fun it up. I'm wearing horrible clothes to catch horrible
The
people.
lieutenant looks down at his bomber jacket and shrugs, obviously content with...
Fine.
Hell yeah.
Fuck
no,
it.
I got that one.
Here.
I don't want that.
Take it then. I can't handle this sad shit.
It's true. He simply can't. It's called empathy. Wow. I did not see that coming.
Me neither.
You better wear that jacket with pride.
Fuck that. You're not getting mine.
Hey.
My dad's a lawyer in La Delta. He'll have your badge.
No, he won't.
The lieutenant is lightly amused by the situation.
No. He's like a volunteer lawyer. A total bitch. Cites law and does dishes. You know what, cop? Fuck you. That's not what this is about. You're not getting my jacket.
Fuck him. We don't need his rich dad jacket anyway.
His rich
I'm not wearing that jacket. I already am expressing my individuality. The need will not arise.
Look at this cute shit. How can we become skulls if you go around fraternizing with cops? Let's get the fuck out of here before anyone sees us.
Fuck. I'm sorry, man. I just don't like confrontations, that's all.
Call it in. Oh, that's the 2 hour.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? I'm afraid they're closed.
I'm going to be streaming
It says
longer.
here
I
that the
just
library
wanted
is
to give
open
this a
from
test
10 a.m.
run. I
to
got
6
shit
p.m.
to do. My next streams will be longer.
We should try again during business hours.
Anything else,
Oh, I
detective?
can't even talk to these
One
people.
moment. Can you please describe the body?
Oh, hell yeah.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell.
That's the guy
There were
in the
bottles
dock,
all
not the
around
murder
him,
victim.
and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence? No field autopsy necessary.
You can hear her quickly typing.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
Found a
Any
library card.
information on the library card? Good.
Billy
you have a lead.
Magine. Billy Magine is not my lover.
Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
Oh, we're taking
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for reporting in.
Okay,
Is there
thank you.
anything else I can do for you?
No, that's it.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see...
Okay. Alright. Oh, that was good. I'm glad this worked. The PC stream looked like it worked. The sound was okay. Camera was okay. I'll figure out overlays and all that bullshit later, but just wanted to make sure this was up and running. So, oh, I didn't know there were hotkeys. This would have been nice. So yeah. I'll be on tomorrow. And I guess, oh, I should probably assign a hotkey to like stop the stream. So I don't have to do